Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. So as you can see, we're doing something different. Look at this. I found this at Michael's. And I don't know why I only grabbed one because I should have grabbed two. But we're going to be doing some jewelry. So Bond Craftor has reached out to me and asked me if I would like to try their UV resin. So there is going to be a giveaway during this video. So you're going to have to watch the whole video to figure out what you got to do to be able to win. There are going to be 3 winners. Yes, 3 winners. And you're going to get this pack, which is 3 100-gram bottles. So you will get 300 grams of the UV hard type resin. So I have not used this before. This is brand new to me, but we are going to use this today. I am excited to try it. So first of all, you have to be following my page. You have to be a subscriber. You also need to be subscribed to Bond Craftor YouTube, and I will put that in the description link below. So that is the first thing that is mandatory in order to be able to win a pack of this. And then second of all, throughout this video at some point, and I don't even know when, I will ask you to do something, say something, or whatever. So that is the requirement. You also, it is only for USA at this time. They will be launching out into Europe, hopefully sometime next year. So I made sure that I got that clarified so that there were no miscommunications. So we're going to do a couple of things. I want to do a pop socket because I don't have one on my phone. And then we're going to do like a couple pieces of jewelry. I also have, I pulled out so much stuff, guys, because I didn't know which direction I was heading. And I thought I had pulled one out, but I probably put it back. These are sublimation keychains. And I don't see why we can't put something on them, put a coat of UV, and cure them. So we're going to try that. So this will definitely be one. I will probably end up doing some sort of like a washi tape on it. And we'll just, kind of see how that goes. I am going to get my cutting mat. And I'm actually going to pull out a brand new X-Acto knife just so that I make sure I have a nice sharp blade. Yes, I could change the blade, but I'm being lazy and I don't want to. Well, I might have to because I'm not finding my X-Acto knives. I have a whole package of them. All right, so let me just pause this and dig that out. Okay, I ended up changing the blade. But then I also remembered I had bought these, and these are a blade on the end of these, and I forgot I had them. So we can use this. So let's see. I do want to start with this, one of these, and let me see here. I am going to, and I also pulled out some of these little stones that I figured we could maybe add in. I don't know. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a thin layer of the clear, and we're gonna get that cured, and I will figure out what I'm gonna be doing next. All right, so let's go. So this is also a medium viscosity. It's not like really thin. So it definitely stays pretty much where you put it, which is good. So what I'm thinking is, on one of my other videos, I was going to use one of the Peacock washi tape stickers. And I thought, you know what? Why don't we do it in this? All right. So, oh, and just so you know, it was brought to my attention. I think it was in my previous video, or one of them, that I say all right too much. A while back, everybody complained I said too much. When you're sitting here talking to yourself, you're like trying to think out loud, and I say all right, or whatever. So I apologize. If you don't like it, then just mute it. I mean, I can't worry about everything that comes out of my mouth. I can't. I am who I am, and yes, I'm not perfect. I never stated to be. So it is just the way it is. So I just apologize to the person who said it and was like, I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. What else do you want me to say? So I have got homemade bread in the oven. And I've been struggling to replicate my mother's bread recipe from when I was a kid. And I've struggled and struggled and struggled, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing everything. I used to make it with her, so, you know, it's not like it was something that I had never done. So I decided I was going to try the bread flour. Oh my gosh, guys, that was the difference. That I can already tell that it's going to be phenomenal. It just, all right. So these have a film on them, kind of like plexiglass does. So you just have to carefully get that to lift. And I am just gonna do both sides because I don't know, putting this in the heat, you know, the heat lamp or the curing light, if it's going to make it stick. So just to avoid that, and so that I don't forget, I'm taking them off on both sides. Okay. So I think I'm going to, because this is like a nice pattern, and it will fill a lot of that. So I'm just going to cut it here. And just cut this square off on the bottom like that. And then I can trim whatever after. Okay, so, and I put my gloves on just because I end up getting UV on, but guys, I'm going to be honest, I don't think these gloves are going to stay on because I can already feel my hands sweating, and it is just, yeah, hang on. Let me take these off, because if not, I'm going to struggle and you guys are going to get frustrated with me. And I don't want that, because I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So, let's try this again. I might have to use the tape trick. Usually if you work on the side that peels off, it works easier. And then other times it doesn't. Let me try this. This might work. Yeah. All right. Hey, that little pen thing is going to come in good, guys. I believe I got these on Amazon. I will try to remember to put the link. If I forget, just make a comment and I will get it for you. Now, the reason I'm leaving like a lot of this plastic or whatever, the clear sheet on, is because I don't want it to look like it's a sticker. Like right here, I have a bubble, so I'm gonna poke a hole in a couple of spots to get that to go down. So if you have a bubble area, just take a pin or, you know, something sharp and make a hole, and then you can squeeze the air out. So the next time I get washi tapes, I am going to get the pre-cut ones, because, oh my gosh, those are just so much better, guys. But for the purpose of this tutorial right here, we are just going to and I just had my X-Acto knife. Where did I put it? Are you kidding me, guys? Wow, this is going to be a long video. I can already tell, because oh, it's right on top of my curing machine, guys. I am like, what is going on with my brain? All right, so let's take our scissors. And I'm just going to cut nice and close. And then I can go around with the X-Acto knife. Just to get that extra. Wow, things work really good when you have a nice sharp blade, guys. And I will try not to cut myself on this video. Just going around. And the corners on this one are rounded, so I'm trying to get this little knife to go around. All right. So I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to leave it open. So I'm just going to take a little bit of alcohol and wipe the front off, just in case I had some fingerprints on there. So I'm going to let that dry. Now, let me figure out what color porcupine. Whoa. One of these peacocks. Wow. All right, so I'm going to, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not, guys. Oh, I don't want to cut my mold. Which I just did. I'm just going to go in a little bit away from it. There we go. All right. I just thought that would just make a really cute pop socket. Push that down really hard. So what I'll do is I'll pop both of these in. Really? Did you guys just see what I did? Wow. Yep, my brain just ain't a-working today, guys. Nope, it is not. All right, so I'm just gonna trim this down just a little bit. And we'll get that little extra. Because I put it in crooked in this one. Okay. Now, we are going to put another layer on here. And I'm going to put some on this. So I'm just going to bring this to the edge. Be careful going around the little keychain hole thingy. But you definitely want to get it to your edges without it going over. So I have a bunch of these sublimation keychains because I was starting to do the sublimation, but then everybody and their brother was doing it, and for some reason I could not sell anything that was like a sublimation. So I just figured I would do something else. So there are a few bubbles that I can see that are underneath, but you know, this is the first test piece, really. Okay, so for the giveaway, I want you to write homemade bread in the comment box. That is going to be one of the ways to qualify. So homemade bread. And I am going to grab myself a pen and hang on. I'm going to write them down so that I remember what my words were, even though I should remember. All right. All right. Homemade bread. All right. So yeah, this is not your traditional giveaway. I'm going to make you work for it a little bit here. So I'm just making sure that it is to the edges. And I'm going to pop that under the light. I'm going to give that 2 minutes. And we're going to pop this underneath. Okay. So I have these little open turtle bezels. And I thought it would be really cool if we like filled it in with some different colors. So this is just the UV resin tape. And I'm gonna stick that on there. Make sure it's on there really good. I'm gonna fold my edge here so that I have something to pick it up with. All right, so I am gonna mix up a little tiny bit of a black so that we can put the black in first, because I want to use some of these Mylar flakes. I just thought those would be really pretty in there. And I'm going to use a little bit of a black mica powder to mix it up, because you don't want it so dark that you can't see through it, but you want it dark enough that so that was 2 minutes, guys. Oh, that is nice. Look at that. So you know, you can see the little bubbles underneath, but I didn't even know if it was going to work. You know, and then we could put something on the other side as well to make it like a double-sided keychain. And then this one is cured. I do, I'm gonna dome this, so I'm gonna put one more layer on top of this. So far, I am loving everything that I have tried with the Bond Craftor resins. I have absolutely loved. And I'm going to take my lighter. All right, so I'm going to put that for 3 minutes just because it is fairly thick. And I'm going to turn my light so that my light is not affecting my UV resin over here. Because you definitely don't want to have your light shining, because it will cure right in your little pot. So I just put some on my stick, and I'm going to stir that. And I have some colored UV resin, but I figured this way here I can show you, you know, how to make your own. Because why not? So right now we are in the middle of an ice storm. So I'm doing this earlier in the afternoon because I'm afraid we're going to lose power, because they're saying that we definitely could lose power. So yeah. All right, so I'm just going to take this, and we don't want a lot because I want room to be able to put some of those mylar flakes in there. But I want enough just to cover the bottom. All right, so we're gonna pop that in. I'm gonna take this out and we'll do the other side. And I'm gonna try to cut it a little bit more precise this time, now that we have a good blade on here. All right. And then I'll just trim the edges. This little pen actually works pretty good for that, guys. All right, so I want that to go to the top. There we go. So this side will be a little different. Now, if I was doing these to sell, I would have went in and cut like all the way around these guys, but for the sake of this video and to try to keep, you know, the length of the video down, I figured we could do it this way. Ow. Poke it in my finger. I knew I'd do it. I knew I'd do it. And now we just got to get these little corners. Hang on, this little thing is not going to stop bleeding. Hang on. Alrighty, guys. Sorry about that. And we'll cut the little hole out. All right, so let's get this coated and we'll pop this under the light. No, I'll use this instead. Just to give me something to hold. So what's everybody's weather? Because I know I have people from all over the world, and I know, I believe it's summer in Australia right now. So yeah, what is everybody's weather? So we've been having little snowstorms, not big ones. Like we had one over the weekend, and then we had one Monday night into Tuesday. We got 5 inches. And then now we've been getting freezing rain all day, and it's supposed to get extremely windy around dinner time. So, and because we live in the country, we usually lose power. It's just one of them things. All right, so let's pop that, pop that under and get it cured. And I'm gonna do one more layer on this, but I'm going to mix a little tiny bit of, I don't know if the Marabou alcohol ink will work or not, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. I'll just use a little tiny bit. I don't know. Because I know alcohol inks don't usually work in UV resin. I have seen some people do it. I mean, I've tried it and I've never had no luck, but we'll just see. Because I'm thinking this, you know, the sparkle from this would be really pretty in that peacock. All right, and that's even probably too much, but we'll see. We will see, guys. All right, so I'm just going to give that a swirl around. And definitely too much. I did not want that much in there. So we'll just kind of scoop a little bit of it out. All right. Let's stick her in the light and see what happens. So that is our other side. So now we have a double-sided little keychain. Ain't that cute? All right, we're gonna just put that in there for now. So let's get some of these, let me turn my light. So I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit, and we're gonna spread that around. And I'm going to take just my tweezers. Just because this is so little. But see how pretty that is? All right. So we want to make sure that they're spaced and underneath that resin. And we're gonna put it in our little light. Okay. So let's see. What else? I wanted to do another one of these keychains. I really like these. So let's do an owl. And these do come with the cabochons. These are from Beebeecraft. It is, you get quite a few in here. There's, I think, 5 different things. There's an owl, elephant, turtles, a butterfly, dragonfly. So I guess we'll do the owl. And I am going to, we're going to use some of this black for the bottom. And again, I just want a fairly thin layer. All right, and we're gonna get that cured. And our little turtle is all done. And I do have a little bit that came over. So I'm just going to shave that down. All right. So the marabou actually worked, guys. It's a bit much. Now, what I should have done was put it in the back. So the edges have to be cleaned up, and then I would definitely have to dome this. Because when I was putting my UV resin in, it got on the sides. So, yeah. Let's get this topped and this topped. So I want to do one of these Mylar flakes with a white background so we can see what the difference, how they're going to look differently between the black and the white. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get that edge a little smoother before I dome it here. All right. And I'm just going to bring that right to the edge. So I'm glad to know that the Marabou alcohol ink does work in this UV resin. You just have to not be so heavy-handed like me. Yeah, that's all. All right, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's all the way to the edge. And oh, see, it's starting to separate right there. Hang on, let me zoom in so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. There you go. See how it's separating? That means there's not enough resin. So it just needs a little bit more. And I'll get those bubbles out. There we go. I might as well take the lighter. Just to be on the safe side. And we're gonna pop that underneath. All right. So we have got our little turtle. How cute is he? Look at that. It is gorgeous. All right. So there's one. So let's do, I never use gold, so let's do the gold in the owl. Just, no, maybe not. Maybe not the gold because it's a silver piece. Let's try the yellow. All right. And we'll take the tweezers. And this backing is not as dark as the first one, so it should give a totally different look. Just gotta wipe my tweezers. Oh, sorry guys, I zoomed in and I'm gonna try to stay zoomed in so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Try not to go off frame. All right, let's get that cured. And our little key thing is all ready. Got 2 pieces. All right, so I want to do a white background. Let's see. I brought out so much stuff, guys. I've been like, I don't even know what I'm, you know, what I am wanting to do. So I figured I would just bring out a bunch of it and then I wouldn't have to be looking for stuff. I'd rather have too much and not use it than be constantly having to look for something. I'm trying to get better with that, but sometimes I change my mind midstream. You know, it's kind of one of them things. All right, so I'm going to move that over there. I'm going to take another little cup, and we're going to make a little bit of a white. Or, let's see. See, as I'm, you know what, let's do this iridescent white. It has some different colors through it. Let's try it. You know, because like I said, I tried to be prepared, and here I was looking for a white. I just want to see if we're going to get a like a different effect with the Mylar flakes on top of it with a white. All right, I think that'll be good because it's kind of like a greenish color. So I'm just gonna get that in here. And again, we want a thin layer. All right, I was just making sure none of it was pulling away. All right. So now we've got to dome this little bugger. I was thinking about using the cabochon, but I figured this way here, I think this would just work better. All right, so I'm gonna pop that. And this is our little pop socket piece. So I'm not gonna use the one that came with the kit only because I like this piece better in the new. So this is the ones that I got at Michael, and these are like the ones that you buy when you get a good pop socket. And these are like this, and they don't last as long, but I'm gonna save these to see if I can find some more like that. And that one goes on the phone, and then that one is going to adhere to that, but I don't know because this is bigger than this. this is a different setup. But once you put the white behind it, that peacock really stands out. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to put this on, guys. Maybe I will just, like, drill a hole and make it like a keychain thingy or something. I don't know. Because this top here has a flat surface. And it doesn't show up good with the black as it does the white. Yeah. I don't know. Well, the test was for the UV resin, and we know that works perfectly fine. And I am going to put another little layer on this turtle shell just to kind of really get a good dome on it. Oh, sorry. All right. Let's get that underneath there. And let's see. I'm going to try a few of these and some of the Mylar flakes. I have no clue if it's going to work, but we're going to find out. All right, so let me put a layer of the UV. Now, if I did more UV jewelry, I'd be quicker and we could have done more pieces, but I think this is going to be the last one for this video, just to keep it. And then I will be doing some more coming up. So this, you know, if there's anything in particular you would like to see me do with UV jewelry, put that in the comments. All right, so I am going to, let's see. All right, that is not going to work. Let me, I don't know. I don't have anything little to scoop them with. So we'll just do the fingers. Just get a few in there. Come on. Get in there. That little bugger does not want to go swimming. There we go. Okay. So I don't know, I just wanted to try something a little different. Let's try these blue ones. These ones are my favorite. Because they have all different colors. There's purples, there's Sorry, I'm out of frame. A little bit more here. And then once we dome it, all right, so let's put a key ring on this one. And I'm gonna do this one in gold, because I never use gold. And put that back there. Oh, let me get this out of the way here. All right, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm in frame. I'm gonna grab my pliers. And we're gonna get I hope these jump rings are big enough. They are. All right, so I'll put that like that. And we'll take a little one, or a littler one, and put this and this. Like that. And you could put, you know, a tassel or whatever. On this particular one, I'm not going to, because I think too much will take away from the flowers. Come on, get in there. All right, so there is one of our keychains. I'm gonna zoom back down a little bit here so you're not right up. So there's one. So this one, we can put a chain and make it into a necklace. And so, and I mean, I have the black cord ones. I have, you know, a whole bunch of different necklace types, but for this one, let's see, I think that'll be a good size jump ring. This way here, it just kind of gives you, you know, an idea of what you can do with the UV resin. All right, so the last thing for what you have to comment in order to be entered into the giveaway is which one is your favorite piece. So which piece, and I'm going to put them all together here in a minute. And then we have a cute little turtle necklace. All right, so we've got that. We're gonna put one final coat to dome our owl, and then we will make this one into a keychain. So, now I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video because I forgot what my second question was. I know the third one, so I better write it down right now before I forget. Favorite piece. And first one was homemade bread. Let's see. All right, well, let's pop that in there. Pull out our other little one, and we're gonna dome this beast. Because I've had these little stones, and I haven't really like used them for anything because I'm like, what do I put them in? So, oh, that's just a little. All right. I'm gonna, oh, try to get some of the bubbles out. And I'm gonna try this pop socket, guys. I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to if this doesn't stick, I'm going to add some E6000. And it is on there. So, oop. And it's not going to stick. So I'm going to put some E6000 and we are going to take care of that problem right now. And as soon as I find where I put it. I just don't know if the UV resin will go through this piece. Let me try it. We will try it. I don't know if it's going to work, guys. We will find out. Because then I know it's going to be bonded on there. So yeah, so don't forget to make sure that you're following you're subscribed to my page and to Bond Crafters. because they are the ones that are going to be mailing out the final piece. And that's not gonna work because I put way too much. Let me throw a glove on because I gotta do some cleanup on this one here. So yeah, so I'm gonna give it like, I don't know, 24 hours, and then I will draw the winner. Ooh, crap. So what you'll have to do is send me your name and actual mailing address to my email so that I can forward it to the company, to my rep. So I'm just getting this cleaned up before I try to get it cured, because I don't want it to cure all wonky. And now I gotta, like I said, I don't even know if this is gonna work, but we are gonna find out. All right, so I'm just holding it on there a little bit until it starts to firm up a little bit. And hopefully that doesn't move anymore. Ugh. It wouldn't be one of my videos without a mess, guys. I'm just saying. All right, so we have our little owl. He's cute, but definitely there's more. The vibrancy is definitely more with the dark background. And I'm gonna put one more thin layer over this, and then we will, this one will be done. And then I can clean up that edge after. Pop that under there. And let me grab a keychain thingy ding. So we didn't make any earrings on this particular video, but we will on the next one. And my little tags. I had a smaller pair of pliers than my purple ones, because so this resin, guys, dries really good and hard and not sticky. It's not sticky at all. And you saw how thick I poured some of them. Oh. And let's go with like a greenish, because we have a green in there. All right, so we'll put this back on here. These keychains sold so good. I had made a bunch of them, and they really I think I only have one owl left out of all the ones that I did. Oh. All right, and I'm gonna take, where are my jump rings? Where? Oh, right here, my word. So just, I'm gonna put a tassel on this one. All right, let me move some of my junk here. Hey, it worked. I will put it under there for a little bit longer because it is pretty thick. All right, so this came out awesome. And we'll just put one of these chains on. I don't even know how long this video is, guys. If it is too long, I am sorry. But I wanted to give a good review on this UV resin. Just like I do all the other ones. I give them a fair, and I am really liking it. All right, and there we go. And that's the back, and then that is the front. So I will get some close-up pictures, and I will get them posted. And don't forget to comment on all the things that I asked for so that you can be entered into winning 300 milliliters of the Bond Craftor UV resin. Because I know a lot of you guys use UV resin, and it is going to come in handy. All right, so let me just shut that off. And these are our little pieces that we've made. Let me zoom in. And like I said, I will get some good pictures and get them posted. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to be checking the comments, and thanks for hanging with me today. I really appreciate it. This was fun. Bye, guys.